This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the EduKate podcast. I am here with Jess and Lizzie. Hi, girls.
Hello.
Hi. Now, look, you may think that this was going to be all about Taylor Swift, and the album release is just around the corner. Do not worry. We will be educating you, or I will be educating it.
You'll be being educated.
No, you're on our side now. You can educate.
Yes,
true.
well, vaguely. Very excited. We will be doing all of that next week. And let's just quickly acknowledge how much excitement there is in the room about that right now.
Actually,
Goosies.
unreal. I feel physical excitement in my body. I cannot wait to hear it.
Yeah.
I wonder what the genre is going to be. What are the lyrics going to be like? Or which song will be stuck in our head
Got
most?
full on adrens, you know?
But today, it's not Taylor Swift. We're holding off and we are building excitement. Jess, you might want to unpack what today is all about, but I do know it involves one of the Kardashians.
Yes.
An interesting drink.
And your
and a little bit
favourite
more
topic? Breasts.
Yay!
Oh, Kate's a big boob girl.
I am. I
have to talk to her for 1 minute to find that out, weirdly.
So many levels.
Weird post from Kourtney Kardashian. Kourtney, we know, is the eldest Kardashian, although you would think Kim would be. Kourtney is the eldest, but Kim really runs the shop, which is a little bit, I know we were talking a few weeks ago about birth order, a little bit like me and my family, you know. I'm the Kim. I'm in charge.
Being the middle child.
Yeah.
I get told all the time by my friends and family that I'm the Kim.
But you're the oldest, so.
Yeah, but that's so, like, I love Kim. I think she's amazing in all the ways, but in terms of, like, if that's a bit offensive, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well,
you're the Kim, but I guess it depends how you view her.
I mean, everyone wants to be Khloe, let's be honest. She is the best Kardashian.
Do you?
No,
think
Kylie 1,000% is my favourite.
Is she a Kardashian?
Sorry, we can't go into this territory.
I mean, can I just say Kylie, waste of space, had her whole career handed to her. Mummy's little baby billionaire. Well done to Kylie for having a famous last name.
And she's the best of all.
No, it's definitely Khloe.
Is she your favourite?
She's my favourite.
And yours is Khloe. Now, for someone who hasn't really watched, should I have watched the show?
I think you're a Rob girl, aren't you?
Who am I?
Oh, you'd be
who's your
Kendall.
favourite?
Kendall, thanks for everything.
No, I'm not. No, I'm
Do
not.
not say that.
I'm not Kendall. I'm not Kylie. I think I'm...
You're Chris?
I think if I had to put my support behind anyone, maybe it is Kim.
Yeah.
Kim's amazing. Like, she's amazing.
To be honest,
but I don't
Kate,
see them as separate entities. I see them as a conglomerate.
One big, like...
As you should. And I
Yeah.
mean, this is kind of what today is a little bit about. It's about how this family business, and I'm saying that in inverted commas, works within the media, because we have seen a post on Kourtney's, I think it was her Instagram this week. She put a picture up with a filter that made her look like she was from Whoville, which is what, Dr. Seuss?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she said, this filter is crazy and I just pounded a glass of breast milk because I feel sick.
Oh.
Good night. So the fact that she's drinking her own breast milk because she feels sick, can I just tell you, this isn't the first time that we've seen breast milk and the Kardashians intertwine, because in a very early season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim had psoriasis on her skin. Kourtney squeezed some breast milk out, rubbed it on there to try and heal that for her.
Did it work? I don't remember
I don't know. They left us on a bit of a cliffhanger, I think. But this isn't the first time they've kind of done this. So first of all, Kate, as a mother in the room, thoughts on drinking breast milk? Have you ever had to try it? What does it taste like?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever consumed breast milk.
Yeah, neither have I.
Unless maybe when I had difficulty breastfeeding. So there wasn't really
hard, isn't it?
Well, can I say there wasn't enough to go around?
Yeah.
You know, so the very small amount that I could produce. I mean, May was first in line.
Gotcha.
So there wasn't room for me to try. I mean, maybe I did, but I don't have any recollection
I feel
of
like
that.
you'd remember it if you had.
Yeah,
if you had it. And so I had a similar opportunity in that Tone, my wife, breastfed, but it was like, it's going into a bottle. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, like for a bit of funsies.
And now I don't know if this is because I have standards and morals in that I don't want to do what Kourtney's done, or if it's because I don't actually like milk in general. But I've never tried it.
If you liked milk, do you think you'd try it out of interest?
Like, that's what I wonder. If it had like a Milo in it, would I have a sip?
Can I
Maybe
tell you something, even not as a mother? I've tried breast milk.
Who from?
The lady I used to nanny for.
Out
It
of
was
the
from
bottle.
the fridge, yeah.
Did she know
She
that
did.
You tried it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I thought
my
you were
God,
like
I was-
Rebecca De Mornay in The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
I don't understand that reference.
What's that?
I'm not that old.
What does that even mean?
I just laughed at her name, how her name sounded. Is she on Home and Away?
No, Rebecca De Mornay.
Can you?
I am so old.
No, you're not.
What is the
Like
the hand
Tuna
that rocked
Mornay.
the cradle?
It's this fantastic film. You have to watch it.
Rebecca De Mornay.
But I mean, it's so freaky for everybody, but especially for mothers, because I don't want to give too much of it away, but she invites this nanny into her house, and the nanny kind of starts doing things within the house that are not okay.
So it's like a thriller.
And there's a scene where, unbeknownst to the mother, Rebecca De Mornay, the actress, I don't know the character name, breastfeeds her child.
Oof.
What is that?
Yeah, and it's all like, with creepy music behind
Yeah,
it and
yeah.
stuff. I mean, let's be honest. Some people do breastfeed other mothers' children because the mother's
Yeah,
not producing
right.
enough milk or all of that kind of thing. So I think sometimes it's okay, but behind the facade of it's a thriller. It's amazing. You have to
Okay.
watch it.
Can I
Okay.
tell you something on breastfeeding someone else's child? My mum was like, I don't know, in her early 20s and went over to the States, and she was visiting this couple who had just had a baby, and she said, "Oh, your baby's so beautiful. Do you mind if I have a nurse?" Now,
Oh,
a nurse
my.
in Australia means just like a hold. A nurse in the US means nursing the baby.
Like,
yeah.
Anyway, she said the mother clinged to the baby and the dad was like, absolutely not. They thought she just said, "Oh, what a beautiful baby. Do you mind if I breastfeed
Do you
it?"
mind if I breastfeed?
Oh,
I'm
my
glad that was
God.
cleared up before they left.
Yeah.
That's deeply funny.
Yeah. So anyway, we come
Anyway.
back to Kourtney having the glass of breast milk. So
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe not that weird.
Well, do we know the properties or the health benefits if you're not a baby? I mean,
Yeah.
we know what they are for a growing child, perhaps, but what do you get out of it?
There's probably a lot because she's like the health nut of the family. Like she's like gluten-free, everything free, sugar-free. Like she's known that that's her thing. Like
This is
she's
Kourtney.
Kourtney, she like will only buy organic, and they all make fun of her for it. That's like her shtick. So it probably does. It's probably like some holistic thing.
But can I tell you the main thing that she would probably get from this?
Yeah.
Us talking about it on a podcast. And that comes back to my main
True.
point about a little unhinged theory I've got about the Kardashians. I think that Kris, as mummager of all of them,
Yeah.
gives them a task that every month one of them has to up the girl before on a big headline for the month. They have to draw headlines in. Everyone has to be talking about the Kardashians. And I think Kourtney was up and this is what she went with, and now we're all talking about it. Because there are so many
Yeah.
things that happen, so many outrageous headlines.
Well, we remember the cucumber.
Yes, explain to Kate.
What about the cucumber?
Have you heard about Kendall and the cucumber?
It's not as bad as it
Oh,
sounds.
sorry.
No wonder
Kendall-
Tommy's a fan.
Kendall, who's the pick-me of the group,
You'll need to explain those.
we did discuss.
No, she won't have to explain the pick me, girl. I know what it means.
Go on then.
Pick me means I don't know if I can articulate it, but I can act it out.
Okay, go.
Well, hang on, ladies and gentlemen.
Play the Home and Away theme.
No.
please.
A gold Logie award
It's
winning.
a bit like I'm the girl, like pick me. I'm being a bit coy, but I know I'm the most beautiful.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna. I'm like everything's
Yeah.
gonna come to me.
Yeah.
Maybe without me even asking, but I'm gonna act as though I'm asking.
100%. Yeah.
Do you know what? I regret
That's
saying it
perfect.
because she knew, but I also don't regret saying it because we got that wonderful performance. Give her the Oscar.
Oh no, what are we talking about now?
Kendall and the cucumber.
Oh yes.
Do you want me to explain
God.
it? Yeah.
Is it something to do with a chef?
So, well, yeah, kind of. So on an episode, Kris comes over to her house and she says, Kendall goes, "I'm hungry, I'm going to make a sandwich," or whatever. And she gets this cucumber out, and the way that she cuts the cucumber, it went viral because everybody was like, this girl has never cooked for herself a day in her life. She literally holds it like this and cuts the cucumber like that.
Oh, I
and
have
Kris
seen
is like,
this.
"Do we need to get the chef in?" And it's like, "Chef, come in." And then it became a whole meme and a viral thing, and Kendall actually ended up dressing up as a cucumber for Halloween. But
Didn't she do an Uber Eats ad around
with
it
the cucumber?
as well? Yeah.
But that's the whole thing. Like, that was in the new season. So it's like, have they done that to get people to watch it?
Exactly. Is there a
What Jess is
whiteboard that
saying.
says what's going to grab a headline? I know it sounds dumb, but stay with me. Why doesn't Kendall cut this cucumber in the most ridiculous fashion, and we'll see how far it goes?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, bang. Because we know there's lots of drama. A lot of it is obviously authentic, but I think there's some headlines that just...
And the breast milk can just be another one in a long line of headlines.
Quite precisely.
Because you can just drink the breast milk and not post it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's it.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
What I thought we'd do, because there's so much out there, right? There's been so many headlines over the years written about the Kardashians. I want to play a game with you, Kate. All you have to do is tell me if this is a headline, like is it fake or is it fiction? So did someone write this headline about someone?
In the Kardashians?
In the Kardashians,
Okay.
or have I made it up? So let's get into it.
Oh, this is fun.
Court, are you serious?
Oh, my earring's gone! Oh my god, I'm gonna cry! My diamond earring!
The Kardashians headline or headlying.
Oh my god. Love the eyes right there. What is happening?
Headline
that.
or headlying?
Oh, I see what you
Goosebumps
did.
at that intro. Lizzie, you are very easily impressed, I must say. Now, Lizzie, I know that you know a lot about the Kardashians.
Yes.
So I'm going to...
That's unfair.
I know, that's
Well,
what I'm
that's
going
why I'm not gonna play.
I'm going to aim it towards you.
Okay.
Pick me. Yeah. Oh, you laughed too hard for that. She'll be cranky. Okay, this is the first headline. So just tell me if it is actually a headline that was written or if it's a headlying. Kim accidentally lost Kourtney's underage nudes that she stole as a prank. The family had to get the FBI involved. Is that a headline or a headlying?
Don't look at me.
That's a headline.
Headline?
Yeah.
Headline.
Correct. Well done. She's on. Okay.
They're all headlines, aren't they?
They're not all headlines. Some of them are headlyings. All right. Rob accidentally drank a Viagra spike drink that Chris had made for Caitlyn, who was Bruce at the time.
Headline.
That is a headline. Very good.
Headline.
That was actually in an episode of
I
the
remember that.
Kardashians.
That must be in like
Yeah,
yesteryear.
long time ago. Yeah.
Long time ago. All right. Headline number 3. Kourtney hooked up with Justin Bieber and he's the father of their third child, Rain.
That's headline, surely.
That is...
Headline.
That's a headline.
That's a
I'm not
huge-
claiming that it's true,
Oh,
It's a huge
but it
theory.
has been written.
Say it again then.
Kourtney hooked up with Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And he's the father of her third child, Rain. Now, if
And
you
he
actually...
looks a lot like Justin.
If you put them side by side,
Yeah, it's
they
actually
look
quite
so
weird.
similar that it's not funny. All right,
good,
You would
moving
have seen
on.
this one floating around. OJ Simpson is Khloe Kardashian's biological father.
That's a headline,
That-
isn't it? That's
Headline.
That is a headline. That one's been floating around for years. They actually look quite
she
similar when you
actually,
put them side by
Khloe
side.
just started trending the other day when OJ died. That's how many people are
yeah,
obsessed
but
with that
this is
theory.
how harsh it was. They said that's the third father you've lost.
Oh my lord!
Has she?
Lord.
Has she lost third?
No.
Her dad,
Also-
Robert, and then
then
Caitlyn. So that's a little on the nose there,
That's
isn't it?
not right, guys.
That's not right. Okay, here's your next one. Kendall Jenner cops flack for insinuating that Pepsi could stop a riot. Is that a headline
No.
or a headlying?
That's a headline.
That is a headline. Did you see that at the time?
I've
That
read
was
that.
so
I don't
bad.
understand the premise of it.
Yeah, so in 2017, she featured in a TV commercial for Pepsi. The ad appeared to make light of the Black Lives Matter movement by trying to resolve conflict by serving protesters a can of soft drink. Pepsi pulled the ad immediately after receiving backlash. Kendall apologised, but it was pretty bad if you've seen it.
Pure madness. Like, I don't even know how that got past anybody.
No,
And then
there
her
would have been a
episode-
lot of meetings about
Her
that.
episode after she cried and she was like, I just never expected something like this to happen to me. Like, classic pick me.
All right, let's go for another headline. Kim Kardashian's lavish birthday gifts from Kanye West include a $1 million hologram of her dad.
That's a headline.
That is a headline.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
So strange.
How much did that cost to get a hologram?
you know-
$1 million or something. You made it up.
I think I've read it wrong. Wait. It says Kim Kardashian's lavish birthday gifts from Kanye West. Hologram of dad to $1 million donation. I've just jumbled the two. That's
Oh,
okay.
but that's fine.
Should have been a
was so
headline.
weird.
I think a hologram would have cost more than $1 million.
It was so weird. He was like, hey, Kim, happy birthday. Like, what?
Oh, I don't know. That you've got to be real sure that's going to work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's a ruined birthday.
Yeah. But it's like a shame to pay, if you have paid $1 million for a hologram and then AI comes out and it's like, could have done that on, ChatGPT would have snapped that up for us. Okay, Kim Kardashian advises women to get your f***ing ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days. Did she say that? Was that in a headline or is that a headlining?
I think we're due for a headline.
You would think that, but no.
Headline.
Tim said that. Very controversial.
It was craziness.
What kind of working is she
just
talking
any
about?
because she's so out of touch. Like, bless her heart,
Like,
love her
come on.
forever.
Yeah.
She was like, nobody wants to work these days. Like, she was trying to be inspirational.
Yeah, she was saying, I have the best advice. I have the best advice for women in business. Get your f***ing ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
You actually sound like her. That was really amazing.
All right, 2 more headlines.
Yes.
Is this a
How
headline?
am I going? No one's keeping score.
you're
I'm
only-
doing well.
I only got 2 wrong, I think. Kim was slammed for her kimono shapewear line for cultural appropriation. The people of Japan not too happy with Kim. Is that a headline or a headlining?
That's a headline.
That is a headline.
Headline.
So this was back before Skims was called Skims.
Yeah.
It was called Kimono.
Oh,
and
was
then slammed for cultural appropriation by many with the hashtag Kim Oh No trending on social media. Even the mayor of Kyoto weighed in. We think that the names for kimono are the asset shared with all humanity who love kimono and its culture, therefore they should not be monopolised. So they said
Yeah.
to Kim, please don't.
It was a huge episode.
Please don't
change
monetize it. So anyway, she went with Skims,
But again,
which
all
is
these
quite clever.
things-
Yeah, but Skims, is she Skims because Skins was already taken?
No,
No,
Kim.
Kim.
Like
So like Spanx,
Skims.
but like Skims.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I never knew.
Only
I
just
was
realised.
I was how old today?
Today's old when I...
Yeah.
But all the things you've been saying, I've been like, that was in an episode and that was a huge episode. So
Yeah.
now it's all coming together.
Well, this is the final one. Now, did we see this in an episode or for the for the 10th headline, am
Yeah.
I maybe making this up? Kate,
Okay.
you tell us. Kanye West calls Kris Jenner Kris Jong-un in an attack on Kim Kardashian's mum. Surely I'm
look
headlined.
at me.
Tell me.
That's true. That has to be true.
That's
and a headline.
Headline.
So he went, on a little rampage on Twitter one night and he was saying, there's no chance in hell that my kids are ever modelling for Playboy. I don't care what Kris Jong-un says.
No, I shouldn't laugh. That's a very mentally ill man. Sorry.
He's not mentally stable, but it is like
It's cheeky.
it's a classic line, isn't it?
He's blended. There are so many layers.
And we hope that he gets the help he deserves.
More so because we want to keep playing him on the radio. You can't really do that to someone that's been cancelled.
No.
Just ask
And
Michael
he's a huge
Jackson.
racist.
That too. So what do you think? You did pretty well.
Well, I think I did pretty well for somebody who hasn't watched the show, but I am, across a bit of Kardashian news, and I think the crazier the headline, the more chance of it being right.
Well, correct. And 10 headlines. All headlines.
Yeah.
No
Oh.
headlines.
Oh,
so you were right. You got me
Yeah.
up front. You got me up front.
Well, thank you. All done for today. I'll wrap it up here, but let's just say this room is very excited about the fact
Buzzing.
that
Absolutely buzzing.
Isn't it the ding hole?
What is it, the ding hole?
the next time you hear us, we're going to educate you and educate me all about the brand new Taylor Swift album. It is only hours away.
Cannot wait. Now, who wants Milo in their breast milk?
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.